What's up everybody? It's time for some more GTR Challenge coverage. It's a 2014 event now, which is probably our most controversial event to date. We saw another big showdown between Matux Racing and Mercury Motorsport. We saw rules bent, we saw them broken, and we saw cars disqualified, which paved the way for the current rules that we have for the GTR Challenge. Now the times were certainly quick. We saw some 8-second passes that weren't counted and a whole bunch of action. Check it out.
First up was a new R34 GTR piloted by Dominic Russo with 1,000 horsepower at the wheels available. The car had the gear and the power, but the four-wheel drive system failed on the car, and the best Dom could do was pedal the car in rear-wheel drive, made for a little bit of entertainment.
Hi, my name is Ravi. This is my R32 GTR built by Team Car Racing. It's making 500 kilowatts with 30 psi. I've seen all the Motive DVD GTR challenges, so I thought one day I have to build a car to come to Cootamundra.
Unfortunately, Rabi broke a gearbox in practice on Friday and didn't get to set a time on Saturday. But he did meet up with us at Sydney Dragway a week later to run some 10-second passes and redeem himself.
My name is Sarge, owner of the R33 GTR. It's got a 64-66 precision turbo. It's making 600 kilowatts on E85. I'm from Sydney. A mate of mine done all the motor work, Hamzi, and got it tuned by James.
Hi, my name's Gordon. I'm here with my R32 GTR. I'm from Brisbane. The car's built and tuned by Mercury Motorsport. Makes about 500 kilowatt at all four wheels. And I'm here this year to set a time after some gremlins last year. I've run the car at the drags before. My best time so far is a 10.6 at 130 mile. And I've got a bit more boost in it now, so hopefully I should be able to run a bit quicker time.
My name is Ali. This is my R33 GTR built by SMD Workshop. Makes 1,000 horsepower at the wheels. It's currently registered, driven on the street. We're here today to show all the big guys what we can do. Never been to Cootamundra before, but hopefully we can put on a bit of a show. The way this thing came about, last year in November when I first bought it, got pulled over by Highway Patrol. The car was stock standard, making 180 kilowatts, and got defected for factory Brembos and factory suspension. So I thought, you know what, you can get defected being stock, let them pull me over now, see what happens. Man, we're hoping to get in the 9s. If we can get in the 8s, well, it'll be good. But, you know, see how we go.
SD GTR had the goods to do the job, but on its second run, after charging hard, it burst an oil line and suffered a fire, putting it out for the competition, but not before running a 10.2 at 129 miles per hour on a back-off. There is certainly more potential there.
Brought 2 cars this year. It wasn't really what I was going to do, but Andrew called me in to bring the 35. We hadn't really done much work with it, so we thought, okay, 1 week to go. Put some injectors in it, a couple of pumps, and tune it on E85 to get some more power.
Name is Dennis Resi from Sydney. PowerTune built the car. We're running about 85%, so around the 640 mark at the moment. And that's all I got for you. It's a track car, circuit, yeah. Hollinger, baby, Hollinger. I think that makes a difference in this car, honestly. They're not rumours, they're all true, mate. Upgraded the turbo for this event, and yeah, that's it. I got better tyres. For me to have fun. I can't, look, I'm really honestly going for the 150 mile an hour mark, but time-wise, I can't estimate a time because I've never done this, so I just can't put an estimation on it.
First 9-second pass of the day, 990.
Oh, excellent.
How you feeling?
I'm pumped now, dude.
I heard that was low boost.
Low boost, brother, low boost.
Go and turn it up.
Bring it on. Thank you.
Although it doesn't make the 450 kilowatt cutoff with a little over 380, we decided to run our GTR project car with surprising results. John's RH9 returned with the aim of taking back the title, but the Cootamundra curse struck again, with the car having electrical gremlins on Friday and then breaking a front drive shaft on Saturday.
All
things are heating up. It's the middle of the day. The guys from C&V with RH9, they've broken a shaft. No one bought a spare front drive shaft for some reason, so I've kindly donated the front drive shaft out of the car. They're going to switch it over and see if they can move into the number 1 spot. I really wanted to try and get that 10, but you know what? This is more important that these guys get running again. Let's check it out.
The guys made it back out, but the four-wheel drive system wasn't working. Talk about bad luck. The C&V team would also make up for it a week later at Sydney Dragway.
Hi, I'm Kat from the ACT and this is my R32 GTR making about 550 kilowatts. The car feels a lot more ready this year and I'm really keen to get out there, try the launch control which I haven't used before and hopefully put down a much better time than last year.
Kat's car also suffered four-wheel drive issues with a worn-out transfer case. The Cootamundra curse strikes again. The silver R33 GTR duo of Hamza and Ricardo both returned this year and both packing more power. Hamza was running a stock gearbox and with over 600 kilowatts, granny shifting was required to get the car down the track in one piece and enable him to drive home, like a true street car. Ricardo also upped the ante this year with a new engine and larger turbo, upping power to over 600 kilowatts as well. With a PPG dog box, he was able to pedal the car a little harder, although regular street tyres made traction a little bit of an issue. He didn't care though, as like Hamza, he drove to and from the event from Sydney, all while bettering his PB. Another veteran who returned was Michael in his R33, simply pulling the GTR out of the garage, adding some fresh fuel, and off he goes to easy 10-second passes all day. With Jun not making the event and RH9 suffering dramas, once again the title fight came down to Mercury Motorsport in Nitto 2 against Muhammad Khan's R32 GTR, now sporting a 3-speed auto.
So this year we've brought a 32 GTR, taking the engine and gearbox out of Nitto, which is back in Brisbane, and basically trying to build on our success from last year. We bought this car as a rolling shell, then sat down and with a clean sheet of paper designed up exactly what we've got in front of us. We wanted something that was lighter, grippier, could fit bigger tyres and basically outperform our 34 GTR from last year. Yeah, we definitely tried to keep this car a secret. You know, with social media and mobile phones and cameras and pictures, and so we really told as few people as we could. We shocked a few people when we showed up. Everyone was expecting an auto 34 GTR and to arrive in the still manual and 32 GTR. I think it's sort of surprised a few people for sure. Weighing this car, we're weighing in about 1,300 kilos with me in it. Nitto was 1,720 kilos as we raced it last year, so we're about 420 kilos better off. Because Nitto was so heavy, it had a lot of grip off the line, so we're just trying to set the 32 up to suit the surface. If we can get that sorted out, then hopefully it should be an 8-second pass. I'd like to see around 170 mile an hour, depending how we go with turning the boost up and feeding the power into it. But yeah, 170 plus would be excellent. Did a bit of practice yesterday, no timing, so we've made a few tweaks overnight and hopefully we can come out and lay down a good time.
With very little testing of the new chassis, Trent managed to run a low 10 on the very first pass and was into the 9s on only the second pass with a 9.6 at a lowly 144 miles per hour. Clearly much more to come. But who would be the first person to give us an 8-second pass?
I'm Mohammed Khan. I own the black R32 GTR. It's running a 3-speed auto in it now. Makes well over 1,000 horsepower at the moment. As the shop slogan goes, YFD. You know what that means, but pretty much, yeah.
On closer inspection after the run, it was found that R32 GTR had run the 8-second pass on cross-ply Mickey Thompson ET street tyres, meaning it couldn't count on the GTR Challenge leaderboard as the rules stipulate cars must run on radial tyres. The crew then went back to the pits and fitted up a set of Mickey Thompson ET Street radial tyres, which are legal for the competition, to try and re-run the number. With less grip on an old set of radials, the best the GTR could manage was a 931 at 165 miles per hour, which still had them in the lead at the time. But there was still plenty of hours left in the day. On its fourth pass, Nitto 2 moved into the lead with a 9.2 second pass. But there was more to come. In the drag battle, Nitto 2 gave us the first 170 mile an hour pass in GTR Challenge history.
it felt great. Still working on my launches. We've been fighting a few electrical dramas all day, but we got on top of that. So, you know, we're slowly adding the boost in, and each run's getting better and better. So, you know, the mile's there. We just need to get out of the hole a bit better, and we should be good for an 8.
The controversy continued at this year's event though, with the discovery that Nitto 2 wasn't registered at the time of the event, meaning it was ineligible to win the GTR Challenge, even though it met every other rule, including running radial tyres. This means the quickest legal pass for the 2014 event still belonged to Mo's R32 GTR with a 9.31 second pass. That meant the 2014 leaderboard looked like this. The overall leaderboard still sees Nitto in the top spot, and plenty of GTRs have moved up the ranks.